Hello, my name is Menzi Mkhonza, founder and facilitator of Words in My Mouth Poetry Slam, and welcome back to another episode of the Business of Poetry. So, last week we spoke about cost, price, and value, and today we're going to try and translate that into something that is very much tangible. So, I'm going to flip over to my whiteboard, and you and I will discuss actually how we do this, right? So, let's say that you are writing a book and you want to release snippets of that book, right? And then this is just an open-ended idea. Use it, don't use it. But let's say you you want to write a book and you want to sell small snippets of that book. So this is what you call a printout, and then you print them out, print out your poems into smaller versions or smaller quotes, right? So and let's say that this costs you around about 13 rand to print out. That's South African rands, right? And these are some of the things that you would start to take into consideration when you try to cost these things, right? So it costs about 13 rand, and you'd probably add like a transport fee, and then you'd probably add like a graphic designer fee. Also, I want you to be aware that this is just like the random things that we can put together, right? Transport fee could be you going physically to go print that out, or your graphic designer can actually print this thing out for you, but he will also have his own fee that he will charge you to design your whole layout of your short poems, right? And then we get to a point where we price this thing, right? Price. And then this is now the cost of the thing. So how much does this cost? This is now the cost is endured by you. Start here. By you. And then the price is what your customer will pay. So let's say it amounts to 50 rand uh, per print, and then this is probably A3, and then you have your poem, nice there, very beautiful poem, very well written poem, very well written poem, right? And then that is endured by your customer, right? And also between this amount and this amount, you have already made some sort of profit, I assume. Profit, what's a T, right? And I assume you've made a little bit of profit there. But then now we're going to get into the bigger sort of question, which is value, right? So how you discover the value of something is when you, number one, you do market research, right? MR, short for MR, I think, if that's a thing, right? Market research. And then you research how much other other people are charging, right? For the same thing that you are doing, right? And also you research where is this thing being used. One thing I can think of is that people have these fantastic painting or canvases on in their houses, on their wall, with some of the most beautiful quotes. So that probably could be there used for furniture as a for as a furniture aesthetic, right? But also the value of poetry can be used as a sort of healing. If someone wants to wake up to something that's inspirational, and then that will be your words. So basically that's how you start to understand like the value of actually what you do, because in as much as you can cost it and it costs you this much, costing comes from your own pocket, right? And then the price comes from the derivative of you actually making a profit. And then how you estimate value is that what are people going to gain from it, or what more, as I said in my previous lesson, what more can people get from this thing that you are claiming to charge for, right? So let me just quickly erase this. So I just wanted to give you an understanding of how the gist of this exercise works, right? So once you found the value, let's use another color. Once you found the value of what you do, and you can actually set a premium price, right? So if this person is going to use it for aesthetics, and healing, for them it's so valuable to a point where they'd be willing to pay anything or anything. They'll be willing to pay anything to actually get this beautiful, well written poem of yours. And then here comes your poem. So you can probably charge, like, I don't know. Let's be ambitious here. Let's charge R1 150, right? So that would be approximately 100 rand profit. No, yeah, that's 100 plus value. And then this is why it's called value added tax, right? So this is just an idea on a framework that you can also try and work on as to how much your product or service is valuable. And I just thought I should give you guys this idea and to help you guys think a little bit more of actually how to now get into the market of just becoming a poet or a creative or a platform creator. But more especially, this like revolves around poets as well. Because also, if you look at like our slam nights, we charge like 50 rand, and we also have a target in which we want people to attend, or the number of people that we want to attend, in order for us to just cover our overheads. So that we don't do these events for free. And then when we get into free, we're getting into a very difficult space when it comes to financing, financing, financing the business. So what I want you guys to start to think about is how can I make my work or my craft um, in a sense that it's both valuable and transactional, right? But first, you must actually realize the value of what you do by doing market research, by understanding what your market actually wants from you, in order for you to give them a product of service or service that they will like. There's no use in you feeding them a product of or service that they don't like. So I just thought I should let you know how the value of things work, or how value really works. It just takes a little bit of research, and also you can just do a little bit of research on your own in case you don't find this thing valuable. But I just thought I should trigger you into helping you understand the value of what you actually do. My name is Menzi Mkhonza, and that was the episode of The Business of Poetry. Thank you for watching.